Everybody. I'm in my pajamas right now because I had a long day and I'm gonna get in bed right after this. I'll put a little lipstick on and stuff just to get cute for the video real quick. But as soon as this is done, taking it off, getting in bed. But I had to film this video right now, today, because today is the best I've felt in weeks. I have energy today. I was actually up doing things. I cleaned up the apartment. I did my laundry. I got some work done. And I don't feel drained. So I had to do it today because who knows how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. But this is my pregnancy announcement video. Yes, I am pregnant. I know, it's crazy. I didn't expect it either. I wrote notes down because it's been a long time since I've done a video like this where I'm just like talking to the camera for a long time. Let me get my notes. So today is the 6th and I am currently 7 weeks and 4 days. So I'm almost 2 months. Oddly enough, I am showing a little bit already. So I'm probably gonna be big. So this pregnancy was completely unexpected and shocking for a lot of reasons. One is that if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've always had these really serious issues with my period and my uterus. And I just, after a while, I kind of started to think that maybe I wouldn't be able to conceive, or that it would at least be a lot harder for me to conceive. So that was one reason that I was so shocked. Another reason is like how it happened. I conceived in the air. We weren't doing everything that we could do to prevent a pregnancy. We weren't using the withdrawal method, but it just seemed so unlikely. I remember being with my ex and me and him, we weren't trying either, but we also weren't preventing. Like if we did end up pregnant, we were okay with that. We were good with that. And so it was the withdrawal method the whole time we were together, and I never got pregnant. I even had one pregnancy scare where I was so sure I was pregnant and it ended up being nothing at all. And so I guess I just didn't expect it to happen so easily. But it did. And it only took one time. And boom. So to me, those things really kind of solidified for me that even though we didn't plan this pregnancy, that it was 100% meant to be, and I wanted to have my baby. I actually found out, well, I shouldn't say found out. I started showing symptoms really early. I read that the first symptom for most women is their missed period. I was having symptoms like a week before I missed my period. And the first one, oh my God, it was extreme. Let me turn this light down. It was extreme exhaustion. So I always get a little fatigued in the week before my period, but this was like something different. Like normal fatigue, oh, I just have to take a nap a couple of days out of the week. This fatigue was like, I couldn't stand up long enough to wash my dishes. I couldn't get any work done. I was in bed all day and just feeling like, okay, something is really wrong with me. I thought I had diabetes. So that was the first symptom. And then once I got the tingly nipples and I noticed that I was running to the bathroom a lot more often, that's when I was like, wait. Started looking stuff up. And I got in my head, okay, I might be pregnant. But they say it's best to test a week after your missed period. So I still had to wait like 10 more days. So 6 days after I missed my period, I was trying to finally wash some dishes because I was just tired of the sink being full of dishes, and I tried to finally wash them. I almost passed out while washing the dishes, y'all. And that very moment, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go to the store and get this pregnancy test now. I can't wait till tomorrow. Like, at this point, if I'm pregnant, it's gonna tell me, because this is crazy. I remember how Jane the Virgin passed out on the bus. That's how she found out she was pregnant. So I walked up to the store, got a test. I just got like a regular Walgreens test, and I didn't pee on it. I like peed in a cup and dipped it in there. Waited the 3 minutes, and when I went back in there, I did not expect the positive, y'all. I really did not. When I went, I didn't record my reaction. I probably should have, because it was a good one. But when I walked back in the bathroom, I was on the phone, I was on a video call with my sister. I just looked at it. I saw the 2 lines, like the line was bold as hell. And I was just like, oh my fucking God. Like, I said that out loud. And I just started crying like a baby. I was just like, like literally. And my sister is just on the phone like, it's okay today. Why are you crying? Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. And it's not that I was worried that things aren't gonna be okay, but it was just like, it was a lot of emotions. It was like a mixture of stuff. Like I said, for one, the shock that I could even conceive a baby. For 2, the shock that I really was pregnant, because it just seemed so unlikely to me. It was kind of like, I was feeling like Miranda from Sex and the City when she got pregnant with her lazy ovary and Steve's one ball. Like, how did this happen, you know? So along with the exhaustion and the peeing and the tingly nipples, my other symptoms were of course my breasts got bigger. They always get a little bigger a couple of days before my period, and then they deflate after that. But of course my period didn't come, so it's they're like really nice and full. My breasts, they're breasts now, but they were titties before. My titties, they were like they were a small 34B, and like really flat up here, and they hung to like down here, and that's where the meat was. And now like all of this flatness up here is just filling in, so they're like nice and round and full now. Like, I just look at them in the mirror, I just cup them and I hold them. They're just like great. Another thing is that the cramps that I normally get in the week before my period comes, I was getting those cramps, but they were in my ovaries instead of like my abdominal area. And the only time I ever cramp in my ovaries is on the day I ovulate. So that was really weird. I was like, why is that happening? So as far as what I want, obviously I'm gonna be happy whether I have a boy or a girl. I just want to be a mommy. But whenever I find myself, like, whenever I daydream about when the baby gets here, I always find myself thinking about having a boy. And I already picked out a name for both, actually. I picked out first names for a boy and a girl, just in case. But I think I'm really hoping to have a boy. Yeah. So let's talk about my first trimester. God. So once I found out I was pregnant, that's when everything really hit. Like, that day, from that point on, every day was just me waking up, being nauseous. I have morning sickness. I like to call it day sickness, because once the nighttime hits, I feel fine as far as nausea goes, at least. So I call it day sickness. I don't actually throw up. I just be nauseous all day for no reason. I don't know if that's worse or not, because usually you feel better after you throw up, but I don't know. I also don't want to be like hanging over a toilet all day, or like not being able to leave the house because I might throw up on somebody. But yeah, so I would have day sickness, I would have the craziest hunger pangs. And they're hunger pangs because they hurt. I like, you know, that hunger that you feel where like you haven't eaten in like 10 hours and you feel like you're about to pass out if you don't eat right this second. That's how it feels every time I get hungry now. Every single time. And since I'm so nauseous, it makes it so hard to find something to eat. So what my day would look like is just me in bed because I have no energy whatsoever. I'm hungry, but I'm nauseous, so I can't make myself eat right now. And then it gets to the point where I'm really, really hungry, and so I have to drag myself out of the bed with no energy, go to the kitchen, find something to snack on while I have some real food like heating up. Also, I was so nauseous. Like, I would get nauseous at the thought of cooking. I couldn't cook for the first 2 weeks after I found out I was pregnant. I still haven't really cooked, but I've like scrambled some eggs. But as far as like cooking for real, no. I literally get nauseous at the thought. So that made it even harder to eat. I was ordering a lot of food because I couldn't cook it, and I needed a warm meal at least at the end of the day. Like throughout the day I would just snack on stuff. Strawberries, protein bars, bread, crackers, yeah. And then at the end of the day I would need a warm meal, so I'd order something on Uber Eats. For some reason that shit was taking an hour and a half to get here every day, only while I'm pregnant. Didn't do that before. So I'm just getting hungrier and hungrier while I'm waiting for my food to get here. So I have to find something to eat while I'm waiting for that. So it was just a whole struggle, just all day struggle and feeling like shit. And I couldn't work, couldn't clean the apartment because I just felt so shitty and I was so drained. I could barely even get up to make myself food, so you know. So that's how it's been. That's why I'm like, oh my God, I feel so fucking great today. Let me do something, you know? As far as cravings, I crave something different every couple of days. Like, I have a craving for like a few days and then I get sick of it, and then I have a new craving. So my first craving was chili. So I was eating a lot of chili. And then my next craving was, oh no, while at the time I was eating the chili, I also had a craving for burgers with cheese and mustard on them specifically. So I was eating like Wendy's burgers or like trying to get a Burger King burger or something. And then after that, I was craving greens. I actually had my grandma make me a big old bowl of turnip greens, and I would just eat that. That would be my snack while I'm waiting for the real meal to get here. And I just eat a whole bowl of them every time that I eat them. And then eventually I got sick of that, but I finished them though. And then I had this craving for Portillo's hamburgers. I ate a Portillo's hamburger like 4 nights in a row. A double hamburger. I just smashed that shit. And I got a hot dog with it one time too. But I wasn't really like craving the hot dog. I just wanted some extra food. Right now, I mean now, like lately, the past couple of days, I've been able to eat more and more stuff. So like today, I was actually able to eat some donuts. I haven't been able to eat or drink anything sweet this whole time. And I love my fruit juice. Like, I cannot live without fruit juice. But this whole time, I'm just like, ooh, no apple juice, no cranberry juice. Ugh. Like, I literally can't. All I've been drinking is water and milk. That's it. Oat milk and my cereal. And dark chocolate almond milk and water. Just straight water. So I couldn't do sweet stuff. That was like my biggest food aversion. I couldn't do onions. Which was also the reason why it was hard to cook, because I use onions and garlic every time I cook. So I love onions, but I just can't do them right now. I could eat chocolate, and I'm addicted to chocolate, but I couldn't eat too much of it. Like, I could eat like a couple spoonfuls of a chocolate ice cream, or I could eat like a little tiny chocolate protein. Ooh, excuse me. A tiny chocolate protein bar, but that's it. Oddly enough, I've had aversions to things as well as food. So the first like aversion that I had is that I couldn't play video games. I haven't played any video games in over 2 weeks. None. It was even hard for me to watch video games. Like, I couldn't watch my favorite streamers, or I would like hop in for a little bit and then I would just feel sick and have to leave. So that's kind of easing up now as far as like feeling like it makes me sick, but I still don't really have an urge to play video games right now. Another aversion that I had was my purple LED lights. I had purple LED lights in for when I stream, and I was like feeling so sick just looking at how purple everything was. I had to take them out. Lastly, and this one is kind of crazy, my apartment, I just have not liked it at all this whole time. I hate being here. When I go outside, I feel exponentially better when I'm anywhere but here. I can go like outside for 2 minutes just to get food from the Uber Eats guy, or like the days that my sister has come and taken me to appointments, or we just hung out for the day. And I just felt so great the whole time. As soon as I come back in here, it's like I can't breathe, and I just, ugh, like I hate it. Which is kind of fucked up because I live here. But it's like, what are you gonna do? Now, the one like side effect of my pregnancy that I want to talk about that has been the strangest. It is so crazy to me, but I actually Googled it, and apparently it's a thing and it's normal, but I just wasn't expecting it. Almost every day since I found out I was pregnant, I wake up from a wet dream. I have wet dreams every morning almost. And it's like, it's cool. Like, I don't have a problem with having wet dreams. Obviously, you know, bust a little nut or whatever. But the thing about it is the actual like orgasm makes me cramp. So when I wake up from this wet dream that I'm having, I'm instantly like cramping like crazy for like the next 5 minutes. I just have to like lay there and just wait for it to stop. Cause it's like, I don't know, sometimes you just cramp when you have an orgasm, but I guess since I'm pregnant, I cramp every single time. Like, I already know. I don't feel like I have no desire to have sex or be romantic at all anyway, but that just kind of solidifies that I'm not having sex during this pregnancy, because no. But that's crazy, right? Wet dreams. Like, I'm a teenage boy literally having wet dreams every other day. So like I said, I am showing a little bit. I'm gonna like show you my belly in one of the pregnancy vlogs that I have coming up, not in this video. And also I'm gonna do a pregnancy progression video, but of course that won't be up until after I have the baby. As far as preparing for this baby, you know, I'm 28 years old. I've always wanted to be a mommy. Mentally and emotionally, I'm set. Financially, that was the only thing that had me concerned, because I just started like being able to live on my own by being self-employed, you know, being able to sustain myself with self-employment. But it's just enough to take care of me. It's not enough to take care of a baby too. So obviously I had a lot of things that I needed to figure out. Fortunately, there are a lot of resources that are helping me right now. Obviously, I have you know, friends and family that are supporting me, you know, giving me moral support, and that plan on being there for me emotionally, and like as well as when I have the baby, you know, helping me out. But there's also places that you can go, and I'm saying this for any other person out there who is pregnant and is on the like lower income side. It's nothing to be ashamed of, because who knows what your situation is. Like me, I was working at Chase. I could have, you know, I would have been fine if I had gotten pregnant by then, like wouldn't have to worry about anything. But I quit my boring, dull, draining job, and I started doing the work that I love to do and trying to build on that. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, you know, I'm only getting, it's only up, like it's only going up as far as income, but I'm just not there yet. And then this happened. Like I said, it's nothing to be ashamed of, but there are a lot of resources. So the place that I've been going to until I get my Medicaid card is Aid for Women. I'm not sure if they're located anywhere outside of Chicago, but that's where I've been going. They gave me a free pregnancy confirmation test. They gave me free prenatal vitamins. They gave me, oh yeah, the prenatal vitamins made me nauseous too. They smell like baby vomit. Today, I got a free ultrasound, got to see my baby, got to see his little heart beating. I don't know if it's a boy yet, but I manifested it. You know, they let me know if it was a viable pregnancy or not. Got ultrasound pictures. That's my little peanut right there. And they also give you a ton of papers with resources. They're all under here for like WIC, how you can get Link, cash assistance, and of course Medicaid, which I'm going to be getting soon, so that me and my baby will be covered, because I don't have health insurance because I'm self-employed. It's not like the end of the world. I know it may seem that way, and honestly I was scared at first because I didn't know if the father was gonna be there. I didn't know like if my family would be like supportive, because you know I didn't have the closest relationship. I mean, I don't have the closest relationship with a whole lot of my family members, and actually me and my mom have been estranged for years, haven't had a relationship for literally like over 5 years, and this pregnancy is bringing us back together. I actually shared it with her, and she's really excited, and we've been talking again. So it's like really crazy what you know, just a little baby can do. Like the woman told me earlier today, that a baby can really transform your relationships and just bring a lot of love into your life, and this baby is doing that already. So I'm just like not even worried anymore. I'm just hopeful. I feel like me and my baby are gonna be okay, and I just have faith that we are. And on the side, of course, I'm still doing everything I can to make more money and just take care of my child. So alright, I'm like losing my breath from talking. I'm gonna end this video, but I am going to be vlogging my entire pregnancy, y'all. Of course I have to. Like I've thought about this day for years. Like whenever I get pregnant, I just want to share everything on my channel. I just want to like show my belly and like vlog my appointments and everything like that. So I just think, you know what like really makes me not worry is just thinking about seeing my baby's face for the first time, and seeing my baby smile, and holding them, and like feeding them with my breast, like nurturing them with my body, and just, I don't know, I just think about being a mommy and how amazing it's gonna be. And and I just feel happy. I don't have no worries. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know what your first symptoms were when you got pregnant, and let me know what position you conceived your baby in. So like I said, I conceived mine in the air. You would think gravity would have done something to make it so that couldn't swim up to my eggs, but where there's a will, there's a way. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in my next pregnancy vlog.